What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If it is the first time you're touching down on this channel, welcome to Small Feet, Big Heat. We talk sneakers, we talk streetwear, and everything in between. Today, I'm coming at y'all with a different type of video. It is a Hat Club video, which I really liked it when I did the ranking Hat Club Sandstorm collection. So I'm going to be doing that again, but this time with the Hat Club Aux Pack collection, part 1, 2, and 3. We have a lot of hats to get into, more hats than we did with the Sandstorm collection, so let's go ahead and jump straight in. If y'all noticed, my mic is a little bit in my face today. My neighbors are playing their music a little bit loud. Hopefully it doesn't affect the audio too bad. Let's go ahead and talk about these hats. I feel like I kind of buried the lead, so rewinding a little bit, the Hat Club Aux collection is a collection of hats inspired by rap and hip-hop album covers. So if I mention music, that's why, because we're talking about hats inspired by music, basically. It's only right we start from the beginning, so we're going to jump into volume 1 first, and the first hat we're going to talk about is the Met 25th anniversary. It's a brown hat with like these burnt orange accents. I actually like the color combination on this hat a lot, and it's inspired by Illmatic. Illmatic was released in 1994, which is the year I was born, so it's not a CD that I went out and picked up, but I do remember my mom playing it. My mom is a huge R&B head, but she went on stretches where she would play nothing but rap music, mainly Jay-Z and Nas, so there are definitely a few songs from that album that will be forever stuck with me, but the hat itself is fire. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. The next hat is an Astros 35th anniversary, inspired by UGK. Now, being honest, Riding Dirty is not really an album that I listen to, but I do love this Houston Astros front logo. I've been waiting to pick one up. It's a black hat. I like the colors on the front. You got the red with the gold. It's a nice hat. They kept it simple with the gray UV. I'm going to give this one a 3 out of 5. The Dodgers 50th anniversary, inspired by Chronic. This one's going to be a gem for a lot of people. I'm sure that the Dr. Dre fans were all over this one. I really love that lime green outline around the Dodgers front logo. I think it really takes it up a notch. It makes it very noticeable and stand out against that black. It's a great looking hat. Instant 5 out of 5 for me. So next we have a Phillies with a 93 World Series patch. I don't know what this one is inspired by. The blue is super vibrant though. I like the blue. The Phillies logo on the front is black. The patch has some white and black in it. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is inspired by. So just going off the hat, it's a nice hat. The gray UV, it's solid. I would say it's a 4 out of 5. Next up is this Mets hat with the 1986 World Series patch. This one is inspired by A Tribe Called Quest. Out of the whole pack, I would say that this one gives me the most New York vibes. I spent a lot of time in St. Albans as a kid, so I'm definitely familiar with A Tribe Called Quest. Queens was basically my part-time home. I really like this hat. It's an instant 5 out of 5. So this Oakland Athletics hat, I like this hat because while it might be inspired by Mac Dre, I'm not 100% sure. It gives me full-on Bay Area hyphy vibes, which if you're familiar with it, that's kind of like one of the components of streetwear. And y'all know I'm super into streetwear. This hat just, it makes me want to go out and buy a 3XLT, like a tall tee or something like that. It's a 5 out of 5. The Dodgers 100th anniversary, this one is an immediate 5 out of 5. Growing up inside my house, outside my house, everyone used to call me Snoop Dogg because of how I wore my hair, and it was just a name that just kind of stuck with me. And yeah, it used to be embarrassing. Now I look at it and I just laugh. Gin and Juice is a classic album. That's the album cover for this hat. The colors on the hat go crazy. Like, it translated really well. The green UV on this one. So this is, like I said, 5 out of 5. It just reminds me of my childhood. Another Oakland Athletics. This time, 30th anniversary. We've got the navy and the banana yellow. I like the color combination. Gray UV on this one. Not sure at all what the album inspiration is supposed to be. If y'all know, definitely let me know down below in the comment section. And if you disagree with me about what album a certain hat is supposed to be for, you could let me know that down below in the comment section as well. I'm not going to be mad at it. This one's going to get a 3 out of 5. So there's actually 2 Brooklyn Dodgers hats in volume 1 of the Aux pack. It's this one right here and then an orange one that we'll talk about later. I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all, keep it 100. It took a long time for me to come around to listening to Joey Badass's music. I know this one is based off of one of his album covers. That's cool. I think that he's a super dope individual, very talented. I watched his Netflix short. I'm just not too hip to his music. Fire hat though. I like the colors on the hat. And like I said, I've been waiting to add a Brooklyn Dodgers hat to the collection. This one is a 5 out of 5. So here goes the other Brooklyn Dodgers hat that I mentioned. It's the same patch from last time, but this time the hat is orange and like a neon green. I like the hat colors. It's inspired by Black Star because Mos Def is from Brooklyn. No disrespect at all to Mos Def and Black Star, but when it came to the Brooklyn hats, why didn't we get a Fab hat? I'm just asking. Why was there no Fabulous hat? Let me know down below in the comment section if y'all listen to Fab as well. I like the colors on this one a lot though, so I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. And the UV on this one was green. We are getting into pack 2 now, and the first hat we're looking at is this Cubs with the Wrigley Field patch. I like the color combination on the hat. Keeping it 100, I never really listened to much of Common, so he has a few songs that I like, but I don't really listen to him that often for me to have like nostalgia for this album cover. I do like that hat a lot. I like the color combination. The yellow really pops out against the brown. I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5. This Yankees 2003 World Series hat did throw me off a little bit in the beginning. I was expecting to see a Mets hat for 50, but I guess they went ahead and they did a Yankees hat instead. The colors are on point though for the Get Rich or Die Trying album. That is an album that I still know all the words to. It's probably like top 3 albums of all time for me in my childhood. I still know all the words to it. Like I said, I used to listen to it on a CD player when I would ride the Greyhound bus with my mom to Atlantic City. Like it was an instrumental part of my childhood. So this is definitely high up on the list for me as far as a ranking goes. It's an instant 5 out of 5. Y'all know I'm a sucker for a red hat with a gray UV. I just really like that combination. This one I believe is inspired by Big Pun. Not sure of the actually, yeah, I do know the album. It's Yeah Baby. 5 out of 5. Big Pun is a New York legend. I'm moving a little fast because it's a big collection and we have a lot of hats to get through. So next up we have the Atlanta Braves 2000 All-Star Game patch hat. I don't know what album this is connected to. It's a navy hat with a gray UV, which I feel like you can't go wrong with that combination, and that automatically makes it a solid hat. But me not knowing the album connection, it just makes it fall a little bit flat for me, so I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. So this Giants 54 World Series hat is up next, and let me ask y'all something. Out of Dipset, it really seems like Cameron gets the most recognition. Like, he has sneakers and clothing and all types of stuff. Like, he gets a ton of collabs. This hat in particular is for Purple Haze, so that's a separate project. But y'all get what I mean. Like, when it comes to Dipset, Cameron seems to get the most recognition, but out of the group, Jewels was my favorite. I don't know about y'all, but I thought Jewels was the best rapper. Down below in the comment section, y'all can let me know if y'all agree, but yeah, who was the best rapper out of Dipset? But this one right here, like I said, Cameron Purple Haze, it's a nice hat, but I don't really buy Giants hats like that. Next up, we have an Astros 2004 All-Star Game. Lots of brown hats in this collection. I'm not mad at it at all. They all seem to look really good. This one is clean. I like the blue and black accents, gray UV, which is classic. I would give this one a 4 out of 5. I think it's a nice hat. This one is inspired by MF Doom, and just like that LA Chronic hat, I think this one's going to be a gem for a lot of people, especially since MF Doom unfortunately did like just recently pass away. But outside of that, I think the hat color combination is pretty nice. I like that bronzy kind of look to it on the front logo. It might be red. I really can't tell from this picture. I think it's dope and you get the reference almost instantly, so I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. So next up we have this Boston 99 All-Star Game. I love that All-Star Game side patch. It's a big patch, and when you get the color placement right in there, it just sets everything off. And Hat Club is really good at color placement, so this hat does not disappoint. I would give this one a 5 out of 5. As far as like the influence or inspiration, it might be Lil Wayne 500 Degrees, but honestly Lil Wayne is not from Boston, so I don't see the connection. Like I already mentioned earlier in the video, I'm not a huge Common fan, and this is the second hat inspired by Common. It's the Like Water for Chocolate album. I like the way the hat turned out. A lot of these colors just translate really well to hats. The White Sox logo on the front, that like olive camp green color. I like this one. I think the hat is fire, like by itself. 5 out of 5. It's about that time we get into volume 3, which released today. I really hope everybody out there was able to get what they wanted. And if you weren't able to get what you wanted, down below in the comment section, at least let me know what you were going for. So this first hat we have, it's the Cubs Wrigley Field patch. Obviously, this one is inspired by Kanye Graduation. This might be blasphemous, but I'm going to be honest. Graduation is not my favorite Kanye album. Mine is a dark, twisted fantasy. You know, we could debate it. We could go back and forth and debate it, but this is just personal preference. You know what I'm saying? The color placement on this hat is awesome, and that is not a word that I use lightly on this channel. I'm going to give this one a 5 out of 5. These next two hats kind of go together, but we're going to talk about them separately. And first up, we have the Atlanta Braves 95 World Series. Now, the inspiration behind this one is Run the Jewels. This one is for Killer Mike because he's from Atlanta. I like the hat. Again, I feel like you can't go wrong with a navy hat with a gray UV, but this one versus that other navy Atlanta, I know what the album is for this one, so I feel like I have more of a connection to it. It's a 5 out of 5. Dope hat, and the patch is really nice on this one. The next hat that's kind of out of that 2-pack set is this Yankees 99 World Series. This one is for LP. Same thing, Run the Jewels. I like the navy on this one with the cream accents. I think those two colors work really well together. There's a lot of gray UVs in this collection, which is great because gray UVs are very, very wearable. I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 5. I think I like that Atlanta one a little bit better. Inspired by From the West with Love, we have this Dodgers 50th anniversary hat. I think all of the Dodgers hats came out sick. I really like every single Dodgers hats. They are all fire. This one is a 5 out of 5. So this is another one where I'm not too sure about the album inspiration. It's a Detroit Tigers hat with a stadium patch. Y'all can let me know what your thoughts are down below. First and foremost, the colors are fire. I really like that berry red on the crown. The yellow D really pops against it. The gray UV keeps it nice, keeps it calm. You don't want to do too much because the hat is already bright. Like that berry red and the yellow is bright enough. This is a nice ass hat. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. So this next one had me scratching my head a little bit. I'm not even going to lie. This Skull Pirates 2006 All-Star Game hat. I like the ghostly kind of look to it with the green that it has, but it really reminds me of Currency's Pilot Talk. But Currency is from NOLA, so that connection doesn't really make sense. But that's the vibe that I get from it. Comment down below and let me know which album cover is that supposed to be for, because right now I'm just going to say this for Currency's Pilot Talk, which is probably wrong. Next we have the Indians with a 2019 All-Star Game patch. This is inspired by Kid Cudi's Man on the Moon. It really reminds me of the Moon Rock collection, except for the Moon Rock collection had gray UVs. This one has like a berry UV, so I'm going to give this one a 5 out of 5 because y'all know I really liked the Moon Rocks collection. This is a fire hat. And I think that was the last one of what has released so far. If I missed anything, you can let me know down below in the comment section. And as always, remember to like, comment, subscribe, show a small YouTuber some love, and I'll check y'all out in the next one.